remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They begin with a quick throw out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd here as they run out of the gun. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 4th down.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Davion Taylor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down right at the 4. After the catch, as that winds up going for 38.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Bears 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
To number 89. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting to shreds.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Burrow. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets Tel Aviv. Hey. 4 down. 19 right. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the screen.
And Burrow going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 6.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
Down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Mike 52. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Get that ball. Get that ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A quick toss outright. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. To the air again, Burrow. Screen play, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking for his running back, and he's got him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Ready? Shift, shift. Cowboy 80. Check safety, check safety.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. It's Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On play action, it's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finds his tight end Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. To throw, it's Wentz. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll try to run with Sanders, as Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide, and he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
That good for 19 at a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be taken in by Hightower. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the...
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. A gain of 13 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw. He's got it. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Wentz to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Oh, that's the way
and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
It's the score, Bears 31, Eagles 9.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going for it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
One final try now for Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.